How do you start a Hornet?
This hurts me. This is bad, dude. But Skid, pay attention.
Let me show you how. First, switch your battery on. Then test your alarm systems. Then turn your left and right generators on. Now turn your APU on and wait for the green light. Now that we have a green light, we're going to crank our right engine. Now that we're at 25 RPM, we're going to induce fuel. Now we're going to turn on our HUD and our DDIs. Now put your radar into standby mode, put your INS into CV, and turn on your O-box system.
Hey.
Now it's time to start the left engine. Now hold the left engine crank switch, wait for 25 RPMs, and induce fuel. Now that both engines are on, we can turn our APU off. Now disengage your parking brake and you're ready to take off. Follow me for more tips on how to steal fighter jets.
Mover.
Maintenance is going to be pissed.
Dude, really pissed.
Where the car keys at? They have the keys to the jet, man.
See,
We
it's
didn't-
good. Now
we
you
didn't
know
cycle
how
the
to-
bleeds.
Nice try.
I don't even like you. I'm an old man, dude. You said that to me. I'm like, what the hell is this? What's crazy is, I mean, it's somewhat kind of sort of right.
It's
With a lot
DCS correct.
I tell you what, the sad part is she could flat out smoke me in DCS, I'm sure. I'll give her that. All right. She can start the DCS Hornet and fly it better than me, but that is actually
Really?
not the correct per NATO's procedure for starting on F-18.
Top Gun recommends don't do
Oh
that.
yeah, you might cook your motors if you're not if you're not careful there. And no, man, Mover, I don't even. Yeah, what do you
Listen.
think of it? You flew the Hornet.
I remember we had to cycle bleeds. That was
Do
part
what?
of it. That's one of those
You do
things.
what? You got to cycle. Why?
Cycle the bleeds, man.
What's that doing?
Because when you
Sorry.
do the test AB, it checks the bleed air leak detection system, and when you cycle them, it puts it all back.
Is this after engine start?
Yeah. Hey,
like
Skid,
just like the sec check and the Viper or whatever they do. They
Dude,
check
think-
the sec.
hey, you flew the 7.2 sideways, right? Don't you have to like reset the bleeds there when the engines start
What?
as a
You
flight
don't
engineer?
reset them.
Excuse
You
me?
turn one off. It's a 7.
Hey,
it's like probably like a
banana.
7.3. You turn one off. You turn.
Hey,
on.
banana, feed them, don't bleed them. Come on, bro.
There you go.
Listen, I mean,
Start 1 and 3.
I for one love the fact that this is mainstream because that means kids are getting into this sort of thing.
Yeah.
You know,
It's good.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean, you're right, dude. It's good, but I mean, she's got the interior lights up way too bright.
Yeah, might be
that's
pretty
the problem.
man.
even-
my eyes.
That's the problem. That's
even
the
the
problem.
daytime, even for daytime, I have lost my daytime vision with how bright those lights are. But yeah, man,
Was it
there's all,
CV? What did you go CV on the INS? I feel like you get a bad alignment if you do all that.
no,
you
dude,
know.
CV. You go to CV when you're
Stored
on the
heading.
carrier. Like
That's a
you can
stored
do
heading alignment. Yeah.
You can do it on. I think the only time I ever did was on the carrier. But no, dude. So I mean, so you get at 25. 25 what? Do you bring the, for the RPM?
Well, that's
right? Like,
nitpicking.
I know, but then she goes straight to blower. I mean, dude, if you're gonna introduce fuel, you might as well
It's
shut
free.
the throttle all the way.
It's
dude.
free.
Hey,
man.
listen, on the T38, that's how you got the igniters going. Either
Yep,
hit the
throttle's
button or go
max.
to AB.
Right.
Throttle's
So-
max,
That
baby.
was an option.
Well, hey, and the Hornet.
Compressor stall.
Yeah, the Hornet, the igniters fire when you got it in max. But the thing is, if this is a Super Hornet, dude, it's FADEC controlled, so you can put the
You can put them wherever
the
you want.
wherever you want. If you're flying the old jet, you definitely don't want to have them.
It's a C. DCS simulates the C.
Yeah. Then
with,
no, you don't
big
want to.
motors. It's
Now,
a big
she
motor
did-
C.
She did bring it back to idle, but it's that's poor. I used to just mid range and back. It was good. Never shut the APU off by yourself. Let it time out because it does a cooling thing and then shuts off automatically.
I think the switch is not magnetically held on her.
It's not
little
Your
energized.
controller.
APU, your APU shuts down automatically.
Yeah, Skid, after both engines would start, the APU would just run for, I don't know, a certain amount of time, another minute or so, and then you'd hear we just shut off. They told you don't
Wow.
shut it off because temperature, right? So it was cooling as it was running
Wow.
after you start the engines. But yeah, it's funny. Maybe she is right on something about like put this in standby, put this right now. Maybe, but dude, we would just turn everything on.
No, dude, no, because while I was at Strike Patron 204, they changed that because the fleet, they were cooking generators or something.
Right.
So we could only turn on like half the stuff
Yes.
and then start the
Yeah.
other engine and turn the rest of it on.
Well,
course.
that was to
Sure, look.
standardize procedures.
Right.
And the
Just
A
like
model,
the canopy had to be down. Because when I first showed up, we taxied with the canopies up all the time. And they're like, oh, Top Gun
Yes.
recommends canopy down. Like, why? It's hot.
correct. So
Like a convertible.
when I was an IP in the rag, right, like we turn everything on, but then we started getting these brand new Super Hornets with all the toys, and like I'm just turning everything on, and like you start cooking generators, and then to standardize the fleet, they were like, yeah, gradually bring in the Trons, if you will. So,
Wow.
but yeah, so maybe she's right there, and I'm wrong. But if this is a legacy jet, man, just turn everything on.
I guarantee you, she probably read the manual more than you did.
Probably. And here's the other thing: you're not ready to go after both engines are running. You gotta have the flap set to take off and the trim set, dude, or else you ain't gonna flying very
Well, that's the
Wow.
whole other part. The FCS bit they didn't
Yeah,
do.
dude.
We didn't do the 5 down checks.
No, man. No. Flight control checks. Yeah. I mean, you might have a on your blend page there a bunch of X's, right? On your flight control page. Not good. Are your wings locked? Are they spread and locked? I mean, these are important items.
No way she waited for INS to align.
Exactly. Although,
Yeah.
dude, if you got GPS, just throw it.
IFA, go. But here's the question, though: are you stealing a Hornet? Do you care? About half the stuff you mentioned, I would probably want no X's on my blends because I'm probably going to have to fight somebody, and I would like all the flight controls to work.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like I said, there's a ton of stuff that.
Radar, probably nice to have.
Yeah. I just. Yeah, she didn't do the fire test properly. Although, did she mention it and just not do it? Because it does
She
take
mentioned it. She started talking. She said, check all your warnings and cautions or something.
because that would take the entire 3 minutes that a short gives
Yeah.
you.
There would be no more time for her to.
No,
You'd
exactly.
be
Get
still engine
bleed
fire
air
right,
left.
full up. Oh my God, shut up!
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, just levity, dude. I just wanted to talk about something that was less sad for a minute.
Yeah, that's less. Yes, it's kind of less sad.
Mover. I mean, or hours of Hornet did you get total?
Just short of 500.
Wow, very nice.
Yeah,
And the Viper, how many in the Viper?
1,000.
Nice. Very nice.
I missed that
Gonky?
jet.
How many Hornet hours you got, Gonky?
1,600, I think.
Nice.
Just
Yeah.
just shy of 1,600, I think so.
Golf clap. Very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.